It's okay. No. I'm not talking to you. You're not ready. Are you still here? The folk that are going to be wealthy must understand these three principles. Number one, in every relationship, there are relationships to rebuild. Hear me. Write it down. If you're going to be wealthy, there are relationships to rebuild. What do I mean by relationships to rebuild? Because there are opportunities that you have missed. There are people you have mistreated who are now in position, and your pride will not let you go and beg them. You will suffer for long. You must understand inherently and intrinsically that if you are going to succeed, there are relationships that you must go back to and rebuild. If it takes an apology, you will go and you will apologize. You will build trust again. Are you still here? Otherwise, you will perpetuate your own suffering. If you are going to prosper, there are relationships that you must have to rebuild. There are people you must go back and reconnect to. Instead of dying of bad belly because of the stuff that you are seeing on Facebook, hear me, I have realized, yes, of a fact, everybody posts their best moments on social media. But at times, their best moments is the reality of their existence. And instead of trying to find out and reconnecting, you are where you are. Say, what is it feeling like? We know it's all fake. It's not fake. What is stopping you from getting what is in that relationship is pride. Understand this. There are relationships that you must go back to rebuild. Some of you, your exes are prospering. And pride will not let you go and say, instead of make her go meet her, make her die. You will die, honestly. In all honesty. Are you still here? And don't get me wrong, I'm not talking about going to something bad or illegitimate or illegal. That's not what I'm saying. Don't give this thing a slant that I'm not giving it. But I am saying that for many of us, when we look back over our lives, there are people that could have helped us that we messed up. The people that are going to prosper are the ones who come to the place of realization to understand that in this your life, there are relationships to rebuild. And you must be willing to do the work because you broke the trust. You know, it's amazing how I say, hey, but I told him I'm sorry though. I told him I'm sorry. I still don't know why it's still so cold. You cannot determine the length of time it takes somebody to heal. Are you still here? Let me even give you another version. There are some of you. You are thinking that the reason you are not going back is because you are there thinking that the person is remembering what you did. You know, at times, when something has happened, it depends on the amount of importance that we assign to the thing. For that person, it may be a very simple thing. They have forgotten about it. It does not even exist in them. But you are there. Say in 1987. In 1987, it was October the 3rd, around 5:30 p.m. I remember we had that altercation. This is not marriage, love matter. I'm talking about business. I'm talking about normal relationships. I'm talking about your normal interactions with the blessings in people that God already put around you. Do you know that some of us, what we call stagnation is a function of what we cause by ourselves? So there are relationships to what? Rebuild. Number two, there are relationships to redefine. There are relationships to redefine. Make sure in your life you are not spending hours with people you should be spending minutes with. The converse of it is that you are not spending minutes with people you should be spending hours with. There are some people that you call, Now, my guy, or let me tell you, by their actions or inactions, they qualify to be just acquaintances. I tell people, your circle of influence or friendship is concentric circles. And the movement between the inner circle and the outer circle must be very fluid. There is no need for sentiments. Are you still here? There are relationships in your life right now that you need to redefine. There are people in your life that you know they are not contributing anything positive to your life, and then you still keep them in your innermost circle. There are even people you know they are actively working against you. But your needy nature will not let you redefine the relationship. You say, oh, my best girl, that girl, she's my best girl. But she never sees anything good in you. If it is not about her, nobody else can be good. And you are there doing, no, she's my girl, she's my girl. So there are relationships to redefine. You must know that. Hear me. A lot rises and falls on relationship. Do you know one of the most profound things I heard this weekend? That even in our nuclear families, in our immediate families, husbands and wives, you must reevaluate that relationship. And I say, Pastor, you are speaking my language. I need to reevaluate this thing. That's not what I'm saying. Pastor GT, it slapped me in the face when I heard this. That we all prepare to go to work in the morning, but we don't prepare to go home after work. Think about it. We dress up in the morning. We put on our game face. We get our game on. We speak nicely. We respect people. We put our best foot forward. We prepare how we are going to be at work. And when we close, we don't spend 1 second to prepare how we are going to be at home. So the people we claim we love the most get the leftovers. And the people who don't care, you give them your best. I am learning that when I'm going home now, I need to remove my pastor's cap once I cross GRA and put on daddy cap. And find the energy to raise my child. Don't tell me your work is so tiring that nannies are raising your kids, giving them a different set of value, totally antithetical to everything that you believe. And your excuse is, I'm tired. Your marriage is falling apart because you don't prepare to go home.